Race number 3 has a jockey change with Alfie Chan indisposed on the weekend and still indisposed for the meeting on Wednesday night. So number 4, Jazz Club, is now Karis Teton. Third race is over the 1,000 metres. A Class 4 Lucky Gaul resumes after having a left foot tendon injury. Construction heads to Happy Valley for the first time. Jazz Club is now with Peter Ho and the blinkers come off. Fast Serve has had 3 trials. Sergeant Pepper comes back from the 1200 to the 1000. Multimore's won 2 from 3 course and distance. And I give Happy Valley debut, Nick, and he dropped back from 1,400 metres of Sha-Tin last time.
Yeah, there's a decent amount of pace on in this race. Interesting horse could be the newcomer, Fast Serve. He's in part well named because he is quite fast and he's been trialling up quite nicely around here. So drawn gate 3, Luke Ferraris, we know how positive he can be. I reckon he might just try and saunter him to the lead, and that's where he's been doing his trials and he's winning. Happy Horse, Sergeant Pepper can all sit on the pace. Strive for Glory is another who won't be too far away there. Strive for Glory down at the bottom, and he has got a lightweight as well. I give Inno Construction, Hearty Wish. I think we'll all be following Paul. The latter's drawn 2.
Yeah, Inno Construction could be in for a bit of a tough run. We know he's got some pace over the 1,000, but he's been declared Aurora twice now. And Strive for Glory and Happy Horse just make it a little bit harder for Fast Serve because he has won those trials easily when getting his own way.
I'm going to start, Paul, with Lucky Gaul. Now, we've had to go all the way back to the 5th of October last year. It was a win, and he hasn't been to the trial since then.
No, so that's a little bit of a concern. He's been placed fresh up in the past. I suppose that's one of the positives for him, but has to carry the big weight here, does Lucky Gaul, so I'm just happy to watch him go around.
Yeah, look, I have managed to sneak him into the numbers purely because I think he's a really handy type of horse, but really intrigued as to why he hasn't had a trial in over 250 days. It's, as Paul says, it is a concern, but it's also almost unheard of, really, in this part of the world and how racing is operated in Hong Kong.
He beat Rattan Kingdom, who did go on a winning rampage after that race too, but we'll see what he can do first up. Next up, Nick, is Goodview Glory running 3rd. He was tried at 1,200 a couple of starts ago, but his 1,000-metre performances have been getting better and better. Yeah,
look, he might just be getting the hang of things now. He's a son of American Pharaoh as well, just a 3-year-old, and he's still a colt. So, obviously, in time, there may be a certain operation he has that might help him improve as well. But this run last time was good, 31 to 1, remains on the same mark, needs to prove it was no fluke.
Yeah, exactly. Look, I've got him in the minor line. I put Hearty Wish in as well because I didn't think he was suited by that race, and he's going to get a nice run just in behind that fast pace, I think.
We pull up some trials now, Paul, and Inno Construction, who looked like he'd win one at short notice the way he started out his career. He's just gone off a bit in the last 3 starts, partly due to the fact twice he's been Aurora.
Yeah, twice Aurora, and also he's drawn 11 for his Happy Valley debut, so I'm happy to watch.
Yeah, look, I haven't got him in the numbers either. Look, I concede he's a decent type of horse, but no trial here, wide draw. Yeah, I was happy enough to perhaps watch him, and he will be a decent price. So if you do fancy him, I shan't try and put you off too much because you might get good odds about him.
And that is Inno Construction. And this horse, Nick, is a very interesting runner. Fast Serve. He's had 3 trials, a second to Dream winner, and then won his next 2.
Yeah, look, he's looked really good. And actually, a good friend of mine and a really good horseman, Lisa O'Shea, put me onto this horse a while ago because I think she had a bit to do with him in New Zealand. And they thought he was nice then. And from what I've seen at the trials, Paul, he clearly is a nice horse.
Yeah, look, he's got the speed. I'm not so sure about the stamina with him though. Like he gets his head up a little bit, and he seems like he might just have a soft mouth. So if he does get taken on by Happy Horse, Edel, could undo him a little bit, I thought.
Sergeant Pepper, Paul. Good draw, barrier 1 and back to the 1,000.
Yeah, one off a high rating of 50. He's down to this rating of 48. Jerry Chow knows the horse well. I really like this piece of work. You can see he's keen to get on with it. He's going to get the best run in the race.
He will, yeah. Drawn gate 1 and just having a look at how it maps for him, he certainly should get a good run. And Jerry taking a couple of pounds off is certainly no detriment.
Enough to put him on top?
Yeah, I'm going to put him on top, Sergeant Pepper. I think he'll just get the best run in the race, and he's won off a high rating before, so he's on top. Hearty Wish I'm going to put in at a bit of a price as well. I think he'll sit just behind him as well. He's run second off a 48 rating. He's rated 49. The Fast Serve's going to come up short on the back of those trials, but I'm just worried about his stamina. And Goodview Glory, we know he'll be running on late. 7-6-5-8.
Yeah, look, I'll take a chance with this newcomer Fast Serve. I like what I've seen. I think his trials have certainly got better, but I certainly agree with Paul. He does have what looks to be a bit of an awkward head carriage potentially, so hopefully he does just iron out those creases before his debut. And he can go on and win. Simple as that. Multimore back in triple suit big time. I think he's a bit of a sneaky one in this at a fair price. Lucky Gaul goes in up at the top, and Good View Glory on the back of what was a much better run last time. 5, 9, 1 and 8.
And race number 3 is the opening leg of the early treble on Wednesday night.